Hi, it's me, Joy. I know it's been a while since I've recorded, and it's been a long, long time. Um, you know, I originally stopped because work and recording just wasn't working out, and then I just took a longer hiatus than I expected. Um, but in that time that I did take a pause from recording, I discovered more about myself and healed a little bit more. I'm not done. like, is it? It's a long journey before you're done healing, but you know, uh, discovered things that triggered me that I thought would no longer trigger me, and then you get triggered and you realize it, and I just had to work on myself a little bit more, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today, because I was rewatching some New Girl and the episode, I think it's season 4 or 5. I think it's season 5, and just runs into her ex, Sam, and he was living this whole different life. If you haven't seen New Girl, I'll explain a little bit. The main character's name is Jess. She dated this guy named Sam, and she ended up kissing one of her roommates, and they broke up, of course. But the thing about it is, when she runs into him, he's now become vegan, and he grew his hair out really weird, and he grew a beard out, and just acting like a really zen guy, And through this episode, we see that he's not actually over the situation that happened. He was perfectly fine before, Jess showed back up and, resurfaced those emotions within him. Yeah, he was perfectly fine until then. But once he saw her, that's when he realized, oh, I'm not over this stuff. What happened really, still hurts. And it's so crazy because I had a similar situation like that happen to me. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't change my whole personality and change the way I look, and just went completely opposite of who I am, but there was a situation where me and my sister, we got into it, and we got into it completely on a misunderstanding, because she was saying one thing to me, and what I heard was something completely different. And that's something I never really realized trauma could do to you. Even the way a person says a sentence, they could literally be saying the complete opposite of what you end up hearing, because that's basically what happened. I've had situations in my life where certain things had been said to me, and when I finally removed myself from that situation, I thought, I'm just over it, but instead of actually trying to heal from it, I just kind of pushed it to the back. So when the sentence came out of my sister, you know, it was a completely different sentence than what she was even saying. And I got so upset that, like, I wasn't even myself, you know, like, I was just like on a rampage. Like, it took me back to a time where I had to be on like fight or flight mode. And, you know, when I was in that mode, most of the time it was a fight, not like physical, because like if you know me, you know, I don't really care to things get that level. You know, if I have to defend myself, I will, but like I don't really like altercations and stuff like that. But when I was put in that situation, you know, it was like, you know, the breaking point. Everybody has that breaking point, and it was like I was so over the bull crap that I was at my breaking point. So every time that individual would come at me with something, I had to just say, okay, well, I'm gonna respond this time because I'm sick of your mess. You always have a problem, you know. And so yeah, like, I didn't realize that I still had that as a trigger, or I still had a problem with that until that day, you know. We got into it. And it's so crazy because I don't really remember like the things that I said. I don't even remember like the things she said. Like, it was just like such a blur, because all I'm thinking is like, how could you say this like in this way? Like, you're wrong. That's like where my mind was. And this is what I want to say to you. When you go through different situations in life that cause trauma, that can create triggers for you when you are no longer in that situation, don't just push them to the back of your head. You know, we all are kind of trying to move to the same position these days. I feel like everybody is just trying to find that happiness and peace, you know. And it's so funny because the other day I was scrolling and I saw like this video, and it was like Gen Zer, like, I'm just trying to find happiness in life. And then it was like older generation, see you a P, you know, you a little sissy and stuff like that. It was really funny. I'm like, I mean, I don't really think that we're weak because we want to be happy, you know. I think that it's just a condition that's been put on people to think that, oh, well, the normal way is you have a 9-to-5 at a job you don't really like, you know, you create a family and you don't be happy because, you know, you just got to make sure that you can retire at the right age, and you create this, you know, American family and blah 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 blah, you know. And so that's why I think it's really important that these days, especially with society always trying to tell everyone like, oh, this is what should be, that is what should be, and everyone just infighting, you know, not trying to discuss, but rather argue. You know, it's really important that if you are on the journey of healing and, you know, just trying to be a better individual, trying to be a high vibrational individual, you have to look at what hurts. You know, even if you think that you can get over it without actually diving into it and looking at it, Nah, nah. Cause I thought that, you know. Yeah, I realized differently. But that's the point of the journey, you know. You won't be able to grow unless you're able to look back and realize, you know, what type of person was I within this situation? How did I feel during this situation? You know? And so I feel like that's what helps create healthy boundaries. That's what helps you grow. And honestly, that's what helps lessen the pain. You have to look at what the pain was, you know. But yeah, so that is my video. Hope I'm gonna really try. I'm gonna really try so hard to just stay consistent on this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Like, I'm in a better place. Like, I really feel like so good inside, but you know, just surrounding circumstances, just certain things that, you know, don't feel so great about right now. And so I feel like being able to speak with whoever ends up coming across this video, and hoping that something that I've spoken about within the video is helpful and useful, you know, just I think it'll be helpful for me right now, you know. I just think that it's a good time for me to just start back up with making my videos. So this will be the video for this week. And I hope that I can get another one out next week and the week after that. You know, thank you so much for watching. I truly hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you enjoyed. And I'll see you all. Bye.